Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Ben Com here. In this video, I'm going ahead and breaking down my TikTok ad strategy, unveiling all of my secret tactics that I'm using that's allowing me to scale up to a 19K day, 15K days, just 5-figure days back to back using TikTok ads alone. Now with TikTok ads, there's no one specific strategy you must follow. And as you can see right here, we did an 8.7K day yesterday as well. And I'm honestly surprised because TikTok ads is not only ripping for me, but for all my boys as well. Like my boys are doing like 100K days back to back. You know, there's really levels to this game. And I know that TikTok ads was really popularized back in 2022, 2023, but I'm not seeing much people talk about it anymore. Based on what I'm seeing, the game has never been so hot. And realistically, all it takes is one product for you to completely change your life. And there's a lot of different things I can get into, such as product research, how to sculpt the right offer. There's a lot of different details that matter in this game. But in this video, I'm just gonna be breaking down my ad strategy going for TikTok ads and how I'm just crushing it with it. All right, so now that we're inside our TikTok ads manager, you can see I've spent over $6 grand within the last 2 days so far. We have a ton of budgets still scaling, some churned off. If you haven't signed up to your TikTok ads manager already, you can sign up through the first link in the description and you can get up to $6,000 completely for free. So once you start spending money through TikTok ads, they're gonna give you money back in return. You'll get up to $6,000 doing so. So it's literally free money. Now, when it comes to TikTok ads, because of the years, the TikTok algorithm has become very, very smart. So you don't have to do all of this A/B split testing. Now, what I do instead is I just go super broad. I launch these CBOs, and then once I find creatives that are actually hitting, I just continue to duplicate CBOs. For example, if we go to today, you can see how many CBOs I have running right now at the same time. I have 24 campaigns running all at once. And based on the performance of the day, I will begin doubling the budgets and aggressively bumping them. So I'm in my ads manager all the time and I'm pretty much churning off what's not working and raising the budgets on what's already working. So I already have this campaign at $600 a day. Most of my campaigns are at $100, but it's only 5 p.m. Normally at around like 7 to 9 p.m. That's when my campaigns really start to take off. And you can see right here, I'm literally getting sales back to back just off running this simple CBO strategy. And of course, guys, it's all dependent on the product you're testing, the offer, the creatives, and how you position yourself. Because if you have a weak positioning, you're not gonna see performance and you're gonna be unprofitable. And that's why it's really important to set yourself up from the beginning. So when you are testing products, you're doing things such as buy one, get one free offer, or you can do like a low upfront, high shipping offer, free gifts. There's a lot of lucrative things you can do to get a product ripping. Now, what I'm gonna do moving forward is show you how you can run some simple testing campaigns, and then based on the performance, how you should position yourself from testing campaigns to scaling campaigns. And I'm gonna break it all down right now. And guys, I've been saying this throughout the video, but it only takes one product. If you find the right product and then you take those creatives and then throw them up on TikTok ads and you follow this simple testing strategy I'm gonna showcase to you guys, what can happen is you can start ripping on a product and you're gonna be in a position just like I am. And remember, if you've never created a TikTok ads manager, I'll left the link down below. You're gonna get $6,000 worth of ad spend completely for free when you sign up under me. You're gonna wanna go on the left-hand corner right here. You're gonna see campaigns, ad groups, ad. Just click on create and you're gonna wanna create a campaign. Now, what's your advertising objective? Obviously, it's gonna be for sales, website conversion. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna click to switch to full version, confirm just like this. And then now you're gonna wanna go and click on sales right here and then website conversions. When you're scrolling down, you're gonna see catalog campaign. You're gonna wanna turn that off. Now for your campaign name, I'm just gonna say to Bolivian. Now for your budget strategy, this is really important. You guys can have it either spending on the ad group level or the campaign level. And I've been telling you guys throughout this video, I do CBOs. So you're gonna wanna click on campaign budget. And especially recently, like these ad platforms have all these recommendations. I know specifically for Meta, they have a crazy amount of recommendations they throw at you. Like, don't listen to whatever they have to say. Just make sure you kind of do your own thing. So for example, right here, it's saying recommended daily budget. You can just click on custom and then put $50 daily budget, and then click on continue. And then now that you're in the ad group level, we have the campaign created to oblivion. What you're gonna wanna do now is connect your TikTok pixel to your Shopify store. And also another thing to note as well is when you are setting up your TikTok pixel, you guys can set it up through the TikTok app within the Shopify app store, and it might require you to have the purchase event fired before you being able to use the purchase event for your campaigns. And if that's the case, then you could use another Shopify app called Tixel, Tixel. It'll automatically fire all those events. So then you can go back into the ads manager and then you can automatically select the purchase event for the optimization. So now going back to our TikTok ads manager, you can see we have our TikTok pixel connected right here. And then underneath the optimization event, we have it connected to purchase. Now scrolling down, I normally schedule my campaigns for them to run the next day at 7 a.m. Yeah, there you go. Next day at 7 a.m., just like that. And then we continue down here. Now for audience targeting, unlike what a lot of other people do where they do a lot of intricate targeting, I do the exact opposite. I keep things super broad. And for my locations, I might add like Canada as well. So I'll have United States, Canada. You guys can also add more English speaking countries like Australia, New Zealand. But if you guys are just starting out, you guys can do United States and Canada, and that'll be more than enough for you. And when I'm testing products on TikTok and I'm running them up, I'm normally selling products that appeal to the masses. Very, very broad products. Also, you gotta note that these ad platforms are very smart. They gather data on all of their consumers. So when you start spending money and you have it set as a purchase optimization, the algorithm's gonna automatically find your buyers for you. And I do have a lot of intricate tactics that are deemed gray hat that not many people know of, but when applied to your marketing technique, you get lower CPAs than your competitors. But generally speaking, within your ads group on TikTok ads, you just wanna keep things broad. So Canada, United States for your location. These social media platforms have so much data on all of us consumers, so they will find the audience for you. They will find those purchases. And now for automatic target guidance, I personally don't touch this. I just leave everything broad. But for placements, what I do is instead of having it as automatic placements, I click on select placement and I remove Pango, global app, and then Lemon 8 as well. And obviously since we're drop shippers, people might see our ads, they might start commenting hate, saying we're scammers, but in reality, we're not scammers, you know? So I just tend to keep the comments off because I don't want to deal with that. And on top of that, I also have video downloads off as well. So then I don't have competitors ripping my own creatives. And now after you have this all set up, you're just going to click continue just like that. And now we're officially in the creative side. As you can see, here's the campaign named To Oblivion. And this is the ad group. And now we're in the creative side of things. So what I'm gonna wanna do is I'm gonna click on manually create ads. You're gonna wanna paste your URL of your website. And if you are dropshipping, make sure you're pasting the landing page URL. And then for the creative asset, you guys have two decisions to make. You guys can either go ahead and manually upload the creatives into your ads manager right now, or you guys can post your TikTok videos on a TikTok account and then connect that TikTok account to your TikTok ads manager and then select those posts. And guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Option number 2 has been yielding way more results than option number 1 for whatever reason. You guys can click on link TikTok account right here and then link your TikTok account. And all right, guys, I just went ahead and added one of my TikTok accounts, Elevated Staff. I was doing a ton of like organic drop shipping with this product. And I just completely ran it the fuck up with this product. If you guys want me to do a video on that in the future, let me know. But yeah, you're just gonna wanna select the creative you're gonna wanna use for your ad. So we're just gonna select this one right here. So now we have the creative selected, the call to action, and then we have the website link as well. And when you are testing a product on TikTok, you're gonna wanna test with at least 5 creatives. So you're gonna wanna go on the side right here and duplicate this 4 times. So we'll have a total of 5 creatives. And then obviously we're gonna wanna swap out the old creative with the new one. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. And just like that, guys, now you guys are gonna have your campaign, your $50 a day CBO. And then you're gonna have your ad group will be scheduled for the next day at 7 a.m. And then you're gonna have 5 creatives of your product. And then you'll have the website link that takes you directly to the landing page of the product. And now you're just gonna wanna click on publish all, but mind you, we're not done yet because you guys gotta do one more thing when testing a product on TikTok ads. And there it is, guys. We just got our campaign to oblivion, $50 a day budget. And then within that one ad group, we have our creatives. Now, when you're doing product testing, you gotta know how to read the data and you wanna know how to proceed effectively, because if you guys are just running things blindly or you're paper handing ads, then you're gonna have a problem and you're gonna wonder why you're never able to scale. So for example, if your product price is $39.99 plus $10 shipping, so the total price your customer is paying is $50, and then your cost of goods, which is COGS, is $20, your break-even point is $30. So every time a customer orders from your site, you're getting $30 profit before ad spend and then processing fees. So that pretty much means when it comes to running paid ads, your cost per purchase needs to be less than $30 to profit. For example, if your cost per purchase is $20 and your break-even point is $30, that means you're at a profit. And when you're testing a product, you wanna give it at least anywhere between $100 to $200 in ad spend before you decide to cut the product or proceed and start scaling the product. And let's say worst comes to worst, you spend that $100 to $200, you don't get those purchases, then what you can do is you can either try a different offer, try new creatives, or you can just cut the product entirely and move on to the next. And by understanding this formula and continuously cycling through products, it's not a matter of if you're gonna hit on a product, but when. And going back to the ads manager, we're not just gonna be running with one $50 CBO, we're actually gonna be running with 3. So you're gonna wanna duplicate this one that you created 3 times. And all you have to do is click on that duplicate button and click publish all, and then let it do its magic. And there you go, guys. I have 3 campaigns. If I remove my webcam, you guys can see it better, but I have 3 campaigns right now, all at $50 a day ad spend. So that just means that by the end of the day tomorrow, you're gonna have spent a total of $150. And for the majority of you guys, you're gonna have a break-even point of anywhere between $20 to $40, which is a low ticket. So that just basically means that by $150 ad spend, you'll have a really good understanding of whether or not the product, the offer, and the creatives are either a winner or a loser. And if you're dealing with the situation where, let's say you are getting sales, but they're not consistent, or you're stuck at that break-even point, you guys can continue to let it spend, give it some time. But generally speaking, when it comes to TikTok ads, it's a very make it or break it platform, which means by the time you spent anywhere between a 1.5 to 2x of your break-even point, you should have either sales or you should start making a decision of whether or not you want to cut the product or not. Optimization with TikTok ads is very fast compared to Meta. With Meta ads, day 1, day 2, day 3, you can be unprofitable and that's totally okay. But with TikTok ads, you should start seeing results pretty much right away. But if you guys are seeing a cost per click of over $1.50, you're not seeing sales coming in, and you're just continuing to spend money, you spending more money is not just gonna magically make the product work. You have to ask yourself, okay, why are people not buying this product? Maybe the product is saturated. Maybe your offer isn't enticing enough. It doesn't give that customer the impulse decision at the moment to buy. When you run ads, you're not just gonna make all this money, but if you position yourself, that's when things can really start taking off. And obviously, if you're a beginner dropshipper and you don't have skin in the game, you're gonna test products that you believe are gonna rip and then they're gonna end up flopping, and that's totally okay. You just have to continue cycling through products. But after $100 or $200 ad spend, if you're not seeing results, just move on. But let's say those 3 campaigns did get sales and the cost per purchase is lower than your break-even point price hold, then you can go into the scaling phase. And what you're gonna wanna do here is continue to duplicate more campaigns and launch them by the day. Like you guys previously saw, I had 20 to 25 campaigns that I threw up on my ads manager that were absolutely ripping. So essentially what you do is you take what's working and you horizontally scale it. You duplicate more campaigns and then you surf the budget. If it's profitable, you continue raising the budget until you find the sweet spot. And there's a lot of lucrative loopholes I can get into that allow you to have a super high success rate with every product you test. And that pretty much just comes from being in this game for long enough. Like I've been in e-com since 2020. You start recognizing patterns and then you start doubling down on what's working. But that'll be it, guys. This is my TikTok ad strategy that's allowing me to generate 15K days in revenue with healthy margins. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to like this video and comment down below what you want to see next. I was also thinking about creating a free community so you guys can join in with me and we can just chop it up. So if you want me to create a free community, just let me know down below. And yeah, guys, like I said, this is my 15K day TikTok ad strategy. Subscribe down below for the best e-com content in the game. And I'm gonna see you guys later. Peace out, everybody.